at the end of the day, it's just not for the love of the music or the art. Simple as that. They're here to get their P's off and get a bag, so to speak, and get out the way. And hopefully it transforms into maybe a career in acting or something else like that. That's kind of what they see. They want to be more popular. It's more so
fame.
All right, so the homie Ninth Wonder. I told y'all earlier when legends talk, I tend to listen. Okay. Ninth Wonder's a legend. We all agree, right? Legendary producer. So he talked about some of the things that scare him about hip hop. This was an interview. I saw it on a short on YouTube. I think he makes very good points with his conclusion.
We'll see.
So let's play the video and we'll discuss like always.
All right, let's go ahead and switch over to this mode. Oh, I clicked the wrong one, but it's all right.
Full screen?
Yeah, do the full screen mode. Is this it? Yep. Let me refresh here. Let me refresh and turn the volumes on.
I don't know if some kids want a 10.
I don't know if we can play this video because there's music behind it, and it sounds like it's a ninth beat.
You know,
that's deep.
Oh, and the reason why is
talk.
because there's so many other ways to make money.
Right.
There's so many other ways to make, lots and lots.
Right, but it's not the ending.
It is not the ending. It's not the end game. So they're coming into this and they're staying 2, 3, 4, 5 years, maybe.
But what's that going to do to the music? Right, if you don't have people invested in the long culture.
Thank you, Long.
As we proceed.
Will it be a generation of kids that come along and really want to take it back to, we're going to just forget all of it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yes, sir. I got the gist of what he said. I got the gist of what he said.
So basically he's talking about, artists not wanting to even have 5, 10, 15 year careers.
I wasn't really hearing it because it was so much going on.
I got you, bro. I got you.
It was weird. I had to listen and try to put drops.
Jay Moore turned it into coaches as we proceed. Yeah. But look, Ninth is basically saying that artists now don't look at careers from a 5 to 10 year goal, 15 year goal, because there's so many more ways to make money associated with hip hop. And he's like, his fear is that that deterring them from focusing on their craft, it's gonna have ramifications down the road. Right. So I actually agree with him, but there's two parts to it, because what do we always say? The conversation becomes evolution versus what am I looking for? Long, help me out. The opposite. Evolution.
Procrastination.
All I hear is that beat in my head right now.
Ding, 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 ding.
But I think
evolution versus de-evolution.
There we go. Thank you. I couldn't think of it. Thank you, my brother. I think he's right from an approach standpoint, because everything is so microwave now. Get in, you get out. It's a hustle. And there's so many more ways to make paper associated with hip hop.
Well,
what do y'all think?
A lot of that has to do with a loss of the love of the art of actually doing hip hop or music in general. Right. As more people see it as a cash grab to be an influencer, so to speak, or to be popular. That's more so what they're shooting for. They're shooting for making that one flash or one hit that they can move on from. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same thing as like we talked about Michael Jackson, the making of Thriller. You know what I'm saying? He aimed to make a project that every song on there hit. Like it was about constructing an album. When you talk about artists now, nobody thinks of the construction of an album. They think of what hit can I make that is either going to get played on the radio or turn into a TikTok song,
go viral,
essentially. You know what I'm saying? It's not a cohesive or any love involved in the making of these projects. And I could be wrong, but that's just what I see.
Well, I think we could even step it away from just projects, sans projects completely, just the music, because people are just looking to make content.
Right.
For content's sake instead of making art for art's sake. And there's always been a marriage between the two ideas, but this, I've never actually heard anybody explain it the way that Ninth actually did. With that conversation, I think there is some merit to it.
I do too.
And I think it's scary from an art perspective because, it's capitalism. Again, it's one thing when capitalism is kind of merged with the product and whatever, but it's another thing to say like, Like this is the result of capitalism in the arts. It's like, no, we're going to turn this art form the best that we can into a product to make money because the barrier for entry is so low that anybody can do it. You know, it's
kind of
just
similar to our last conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I think he made to your point about him explaining it, the way he broke it down, spot on, man. What you think, Jay Moore?
Well, no, look, we've talked about this, the difference between being an artist and being a product. That's been a kind of a running theme for the last month for us.
Well, it presents itself so much in today's culture. Like we run into it a lot.
And we just talked about, MC Hammer and the fact that he was the kind of the first to honestly, in a good and bad way, lay a blueprint for rappers to get paid outside of waiting on them royalty checks and
show money,
show and publishing money.
Oh, I had that comment tucked. I just didn't mention it.
If I can get a quick viral moment, and then I can get a Happy Meal deal, and then I can get a shoe deal, and then maybe I can, if I'm a female artist, because I saw this female artist, I've never heard any of her music, but I know she's getting all this money off of OnlyFans. If I can run that up to where I can make a couple $1 million in 2 or 3 years, I'm not worried about being invited to Hip Hop 75 because it doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to be an artist that is respected by my other peers who actually take this seriously. I'm here to get this money and potentially get out. So we have so many artists who are artists right now. I don't want to discount them.
That's a good point.
Just because
that's a good point.
Like I said, once again, it goes back to the argument, what I said a few shows ago about we talk so much about the problem children in the overcrowded classroom, that we ignore the kid that turns in his homework every day on time and, actually raises his hand when he's asked a question and gets the answer right. So with all of this, when we talk about product, we talk about artists. Okay, I almost admire the artists who are like, look, I'm here for a good time, not for a long time.
At least I can respect you.
At
when
least
you say
let
that.
us know that, and that's fine.
Yeah.
We're not, don't get me wrong. What's Ice Spice? She got her Dunkin' Donuts deal. She's doing what she's doing, but but as people who've been observing this culture for the time that we have and have made and commented and been a part of it in a tangible way, we know what it is. We see she's here for a good time, not for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. And she seems to have embraced that. So fine, let them have that lane. But at the same time, we have to, as arbiters of the culture, we still have to make sure that we show love and give light to those who are actual artists.
Say, Ben, that's good stuff right there. I don't think I have anything else I can add.
And not to just single out Ice Spice because she's not the only one.
Oh
and
no,
I said that everybody who's got your little Happy Meal deals, and I'm not singling out Happy Meals or whatever.
You got them little Happy Meal deals.
I mean, but you know what?
Didn't he?
I mean,
They are for kids.
There's probably 600. There's probably 6 figures behind that for you to get into.
Probably more than that.
Might be more than that
with these multinational food conglomerates, and that's great. Don't expect you. There's a reason why you're not taken seriously all the time.
At the end of the day, it's just not for the love of the music or the art. Simple as that. They're here to get their P's off and get a bag, so to speak, and get out the way. And hopefully it transforms into maybe a career in acting or something else like that. That's kind of what they see. They want to be more popular. It's more so
fame.
Yeah, fame.
Once again, there are people who would rather be famous than respected.
Whole lot of that.
That's the generation. That's the time that we're in right now.
But at the same time, what's really sad is when you see how a lot of these record deals are set up and a lot of these sponsorship deals are set up. And this is going across the board. This is what I've seen in the new generation. If I'm going to be the old head, trying to talk to people, a lot of you would rather be famous than rich because you signing your life over for what, I've said it before, the 50 pieces of silver. And they're making all this off of you, but you get to be famous.
Yeah, popularity is a hell of a drug.
You get to run your numbers up on Instagram. You don't have to, now it's more than just the fake followers that you bought because a lot of you are doing that. Yeah. I didn't realize, trust me, I realized that's a problem out here.
No, that's a real thing.
Some of you got 100,000 followers and I look on your page and it's like, well, why did only 25 people like that picture you took?
Yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors.
So it's all,
That's why I agreed with KRS.
Brought it back to KRS.
Oh, that's...
I'm just saying.
There you go.
That's literally why I do. It's because of that.
KRS would rather stand on business, as the kids say, than take that 4.5 minutes of fame that he gets on CBS. I get it.
I love your point, Jay, about the artists being honest about who they are. Mm-hmm. I can like I said, I can vouch for that. At least
this is a Donald Trump era at this point. Huh? Everybody wants to be honest about everything now because they think that actually gets them more acclamation at the end of the day, whether they believe it or not.
Well, it's not the Donald Trump era in Colorado.
We'll get to that
later. Not that it matters. But
why you say Colorado like that, man?
I was just trying.
Because that's how he's going to say it.
Add emphasis, man. Sorry.
Well, shout out to the OG, man. Shout out to Ninth. Ninth, I think you are on the money on this one, buddy. So
yeah, buddy.
We're going through it now, so we'll see how it works and continue to watch because it always changes. So
are we going to monitor this?
No, I'm not monitoring this. No.
You got a ticker on?
No, I don't have a ticker on this. I'm